Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my Q&A for this video leading up to the third episode of Game of Thrones Season 6. So I definitely wanted to do at least one Q&A video with you guys, giving my thoughts on some theories and some things leading up to, Season 3 Oathbreaker. So, oh man, so excited for Game of Thrones right now. I think the 6th season is off to the best start we've ever had a season get off to. And Game of Thrones really does get better as the series goes on. I mean, it started at just amazing quality to begin the series, but I feel like Season 5, outdid Season 4. Season 4 outdid Season 3, and, we can pretty much trace it all the way back. It's just gotten better and better as we've gone through. So we've got some great questions for this one. From a good number of you guys, and I want to thank you for the questions. Keep asking me what you got, because I'm definitely in the mood to talk about Game of Thrones right now after such an amazing episode 2. Also, if you guys missed my review for episode 2, I'll put the link in the description so you can check it out, as well as my predictions for what I think is going to happen in episode 3. So the title for this one, Tyrion is a Targaryen. So this is a popular fan theory that has been around for a really long time. I don't know initially. It probably, to be honest, has been around from the time of the book before the show even really started, I would think. That people may have gotten a hint, because Tyrion, of course, is one of our main point of view characters in the books, and likewise in the show. He's equally as important, if not more so, in the TV series. And some people think he may even be kind of one of our overarching sort of heroes to end the story. So maybe if Daenerys doesn't make her way back, some people think that maybe Tyrion will take up the cup and use the dragons himself. I don't know about that one. That would be a twist. I tend to think that he's probably loyal to Daenerys, and he's going to probably find her using his intelligence one way or another. One of her dragons will. And then she'll probably fly in and return to Marine at some point. Maybe like later on this season, maybe season 7. They need something to kind of space it out. Of course, the ship's being burnt too, to kind of keep them out of the story. At least when they come in, their faction. I would think it's probably with 3 dragons going to be kind of the final climactic battle of Game of Thrones. At least that's the way I picture it. Is like at the very end, we should see one of the most epic battles ever, and that should be them coming in and if they have all 3, great. If they do something different, maybe they just have 1 dragon, maybe that's enough. We'll see. But either way, it should be really, really cool. So the theory is, of course, if you guys forget, when Tyrion assassinates his father, when he kills his father with a crossbow, his final words, Tywin's final words were, "You are no son of mine." So and then Tyrion repeats back to him, "I am your son," and then he shoots him. Something like that. At least that's going off memory. I haven't watched that episode in quite a while now, but I've watched it a few times. It's great. Is that the children? Is that what it was called? I think so. I'd have to check the wiki, but great episode. But basically, the takeaway from that for this conversation is that, did he say that because Tyrion is actually not his son? And this is the way the fan theory goes, is that Tyrion actually is not his son, and yet he is actually a Targaryen, and that, of course, when he's born, he kills his mother due to his birth and everything, and complications, and his father always hates him. We know that. He's talked about it many times throughout the series. Tywin always hated Tyrion, and he always makes his life tough for him, puts him in the vanguard in some of the battles and stuff, and puts him in dangerous positions, and that he really he sees him as a Lannister, so far as we know, and kind of treats him that way, or at least he seems to. But we know the Lannisters often have hidden motives and things that are going on that they don't want other people to know, to advance the family name. So does Tywin know that deep inside that Tyrion really isn't his son? Well, in episode 2, we see Tyrion, go to the dragons and unlock them. And a lot of times the dragons will just fry whoever kind of comes close to them and eat them and just kill them. And with him, they don't. Now, you could read that a few different ways. You could read that as they recognize him, or they kind of understand that he's part of the clan, so to speak. That same as Daenerys, so that he's he's a Targaryen, so he's one that they will get along with, and they will be they'll listen to and be obedient to, and be nice to, so they won't make him dwarf food. Or maybe because he's of small stature, they don't see him as any kind of a threat, and he goes in nice and carefully and is able to unlock them. So whatever the meaning, I think it's a really cool theory, and I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think there's quite enough right now to say that he is, that he is for sure Targaryen yet, but I think it's another nod in kind of that right direction, and it's already been a theory that's been circulating around, especially online, for years now, ever since the question of or Tywin proclaiming in his almost like his final words that he is not a son of his. He's no son of mine. So so I think it's a cool theory, and I think they should go with it. I mean, I think Tyrion's amazing, and I couldn't really see. I'd have trouble picturing him being kind of the overall hero of that side. I think Daenerys is still going to be that theory. I don't think is correct. I don't think Tyrion will be the one. I don't think Daenerys is going to be killed off and then Tyrion be the one to do it. That I don't think, but if he was Targaryen, if we get to that point, then maybe it makes sense for them to go the rest of the way if Daenerys is killed off at some point. They decide to do that as like some big, crazy twist. Nothing would surprise me with Game of Thrones at this time, pretty much. Especially not after, the weddings and stuff. So, and even the first season with that art, even then, I was like, what am I watching? This is crazy. So great question, first of all. That one, at least to start, it was Alexander P. said, "Hey, Trev, wanted to see what your thoughts are on episode 2 of Game of Thrones. I think we got proof that Tyrion is actually part Targaryen, and that explains partially why his father hated him so much, because he knew it, but couldn't prove it. Probably wouldn't want people to know that either. Now that he has connected with the dragon so well, what do you think?" So there's my thoughts for you, Alexander. I hope you liked it, Alex. Next one's from Michael Balsamo, and he says, "My boy is back. R+L = J, and Tyrion as a Targaryen is confirmed." I don't know if I'd say for sure it's confirmed. But it's more probable now. It's more likely. And Roose died. I couldn't have been effing happier to watch him come back to life. Read him being murdered in the books years ago, and have been holding out for him to come back. Tonight I have a raging throner. Okay. Nice, Mike. Michael Balsamo, that one's from. Okay, I'm not going to comment on that anymore. Next one's from Sheem Almighty. He says, must read, Trev. How would you rank the current Game of Thrones villains in order of most dangerous / powerful / evil / scary? At this very moment in time, not overall ranking, this is my order. And then his order is, he's got the Lannisters at number 6. And he's got powerful at the moment, smart as hell. Number 5, the Sparrows live by a strict religious code, not afraid to die. That does make them pretty dangerous, I agree. We've got Ilaria, and then the Sand Snakes, deceiving, bloodthirsty, and vengeful. Littlefinger, unpredictable, plays all sides, and smart as hell. Sons of the Harpy, unpredictable and bloodthirsty. And number 1, Ramsay Bolton, deceiving, vengeful, bloodthirsty, unpredictable, evil, runs the north, lunatic, etc. You can go on and on and on about that one. So it's a great question. I have done kind of my top villains before, like top 5, top 10s. I've done a few of them for Game of Thrones. You can check the channel if you want to hear my thoughts on it. Just type in Game of Thrones and do some scroll, and you'll see it in the channel, in the search tool. So that's a tricky one. It depends what criteria you're going by. You have it as most dangerous / powerful / evil / scary, and that's hard to break it down based on that, because you're not using one adjective, you're using a bunch. If you're looking for most evil, I got to go with Ramsay. If you're looking for scariest, may also have to go with Ramsay. If powerful and most dangerous is Littlefinger, for sure. So smart. He's even smarter than Ramsay's actually pretty smart too, and so evil. But I feel like Littlefinger is even way smarter. Oh yeah, for sure. And I'd say he's definitely most dangerous too. He's so dangerous, people don't even know how dangerous he is. That's how bad it is. At least with some of the others, people recognize that there's an enemy there. It's like the punch that knocks you out, the one you don't see coming. Littlefinger is the one that nobody sees coming. Nobody even knows how strong he really is, or knows all the stuff he's orchestrated and how many things he's been behind. So for me, definitely, Littlefinger is the most powerful and dangerous, I think. But evil, scary, I got to go with Ramsay. The rest, it's kind of hard. And there's obviously lots of other villains we've had throughout the series as well too, Lannisters and everybody else. I mean, depending on your perspective and how you see things. But yeah, I'd have to break that down and go through that. It'd take a while to create that. Next one's from Cigar Nixica, and he says, the reason why Bran Stark's story arc sucks is because we just watch him having his visions and nothing else happens. And I agree with you, except the visions this week look really cool. You got young Eddard, and I am 100% down for that, especially against some kind of Targaryen guy that's wielding two swords. I am 100% down for that. I am not going to complain about Bran anymore. Getting to see that, it's like all the crap over the seasons with him has been worth it. Watching him do barely anything and fill out the episodes, so it's worth it at this point. I think just to see that and to see some of the other stuff that happened in the past. It's so cool, man. I'd be down for a whole show just around that if they were able to do some kind of prequel or something. I'd be down for that. I don't know about you guys. After, of course, Game of Thrones ends, which will be in a couple years. And the last one will be a bucket of eyeballs. He says, a gift for Ramsay, Q&A, Trev. Will Theon telling Sansa that he is going back home could be possible? Could it be possible that if he was caught and brought back to Winterfell as a gift for Ramsay? Cheers, bro. Keep up the great videos. Oh, my God, dude. We'll end with this one. If he gets caught and he is brought back to Ramsay, oh, my God. That is going to be the worst fate you could ever imagine what Ramsay will do to him. I mean, he may not even let him die. He may just torture him infinitely until eventually Jon and the other people save him, or just destroy him inch by inch or something. I mean, oh my God, flay him, I don't know, burn him upside down, whatever. I don't know. Whatever kind of crazy shit Ramsay can think of. So let's hope that's not it for Reek's sake, because otherwise... oh, man, that's going to be some of the most evil stuff ever. It's crazy how Ramsay's just, like, taken over the show as, like, the king villain now. It's like, how did this happen in one episode? But it did. So, yeah, man, crazy. But it was set up for a while. So, amazing stuff. Obviously, love Game of Thrones. Episode 2 was so good. I want to watch it again, and I can't wait to watch Episode 3 this weekend. So the review will be posted as usual this weekend, guys. If you missed my review for Episode 2, it's in the channel. If you want to watch my predictions on what I think is going to happen in Episode 3, also in the channel. And that'll be it for this Q&A. If you guys have any other questions, you can write them below, or you can private message them to me. And as usual, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys again really soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. See you guys.